Right, yeah, happy days. So, ow, that hurt. Evening, guys. Welcome to just something I thought that I would do, which is kind of a live thing, bit of a Q&A if anyone's got any questions out there, and just general chit chat. To be honest with you, if you're enjoying what I'm doing, if you're not enjoying what I'm doing, I'm open to suggestions, because I want to make what I do here as good as I possibly can, if you know what I mean, with my reviews and over on Instagram. I'm trying my damnedest to sort of like create the best that I possibly can, you know. Like I've said to you umpteen million times, I've literally just got my iPad in front of you here and the wife's cosmetic mirror behind. Small selection of some of the beard products and bits and pieces I've got behind me, and I am literally trying to do the best that I can. And I know it's not as amazing, as fantastic as maybe other sites with their graphics and stuff like that, but my heart's in this, if you know what I mean. A lot of people do it for the followers and everything else. This has never been about followers and stuff. This is about just doing what I can to actually help. And to me, it's kind of rare to find people that just want to help. I've not been in this for myself at all. Like I say, I work full-time job, so any sort of like beard products and stuff like that I want in my life, I'll just go out and buy and everything else. But I just set this up purely as a kind of like, let's try and help the small brands out there, and we really need to get behind and sort of help them out. It's not showing me online how many people are actually watching. No idea, because I'm having to do this through another program, if you know what I mean, which goes through, I think it's Streamlabs, the one I'm using, and then it directs it straight up into YouTube. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day wherever you are, whatever you're getting up to. Got quite a few more reviews coming up this week, some clothing, some beard products and hair products and stuff like that. And I'm here to say thank you. I'm here to say thank you to all those small brands out there, the craftsmen, because technically whether you're making jewellery, whether you're making beard products, skin products, hair products, clothing, designing stuff, tattooing, all sorts of stuff, you are literally a craftsman, and that is a very rare thing to have this day in this world. When you think that people are just pumping stuff into computers and 3D printing now, sort of pretty much mainstream, and everything's made en masse and everything, it's very, very unusual to see crafts still about, because it's dying out. Same with thatching roofs, if you know what I mean. At one point, all roofs were pretty much made out of thatch. Now that's kind of like not the case. We've got tiles and everything else. So there are very few houses out there. So the skill of thatching and everything, that's kind of disappearing. And we need to support these skilled people out there, whatever it is they're making. Leather crafts, stationery crafts, skin products, hair products, beard products, clothing, tattoos and stuff, because we need to keep this going and keep it alive. And if anyone does have any questions at all out there, please feel free to ask, because that's why I'm sat here drinking a mug of coffee out of my horrid... I have got to get myself a new mug. I keep saying it and forgetting about it every time I go out and about. I'm still drinking from this. It's horrid. And it's nice to know that with all the reviews that I am doing, I've not, all by possibly a handful, 5. Every review, the 160 odd, give or take, reviews have been absolutely brilliant. Rich Briscoe, hello, Professor Foxtrot. Do you think Sadiq Khan should be shipped back to Iraq? I don't know, I'm not getting into that sort of thing. We've all got our own opinions and everything else like that. I do have an opinion, but I'm not going to get into it. But I think the whole world that we live in nowadays is a funny old place, you know, whether it's scaremongering people and kids and parents and stuff into the world's a more dangerous place than it used to be. And I don't think it technically is. I think it's just scaremongering, and the world's a really weird place now where people are always in it for something, if you know what I mean. And that's been one of my bugbears actually of today. I have a rant of people setting up these, I don't care what it is, review channels. Professor Foxtrot, fair enough. I recently learned to wet shave. It saved my life. Yeah, I like wet shaving. I trim up all these bits and under here, even though there's not much point anymore because obviously it's growing thick and bushy. But yeah, hey Matt, yeah, and basically yeah, I do wet shave. I use a cutthroat at the top here and underneath and everything, and I never really dry shave because it seemed like a dry shave and then the next day it's back again. Whereas a wet shave, I seem to be getting a lot cleaner skin finish on the skin, if you know what I mean, as opposed to a dry shave that didn't seem to quite take it down far enough. But yeah, wet shaving's good. And there's some good soap brands out there. Perletta, I done a review for those a while back. Shaving soap, and there's shaving oil reviews that I've done. Some really good stuff out there, so feel free to have a look. But yeah, world's a funny old place. And my rant, getting back to it, sorry, is that people setting up these review channels, getting stuff through, whatever, and doing whatever. I would highly recommend the Henry Victoria shaving line. I'll give them a look. That sounds quite cool. I will definitely have a look at those after this video. Thank you very much for that comment, Professor Foxtrot. Sorry about the reading glasses. If I go, I can't see a buggery thing. I can see again. But yeah, reviewers out there that are saying they're doing reviews and stuff and help it, and they don't, which I was kind of like, I had a bit of a conversation with the brand earlier that doing a bit of a collaboration with soon, and the amount of people that get in touch with them that they send stuff out through and just they've never heard anything back again, and that really ticks me off. That I come home from work, have a shower and stuff like that. I've got a wife sitting through there and 2 dogs, and I come back and I'm doing this, and it's when people start getting tired with the same brush as everyone else, if you know what I mean. And this has never been about products or anything else like that. It's been about trying to help, do something positive in life and try and help somebody else that could need it, you know, because some of these small brands and stuff, they throw all of their savings and everything into it, and if they don't make a go of it, they stop in it. I've heard horrible tales of people losing thousands of pounds worth of cash and homes and stuff like that because they've taken loans out on building these brands and everything else like that, and just haven't worked. So these huge massive brands, yeah, I know they go into liquidation and stuff like that, but they do kind of like have the cash flow that they can fall back on and everything else that these smaller brands don't have and skilled craftsmen don't have. But anyway, that was my rant over with. But any questions, feel free to ask, whatever it is, as long as it's not politics based. Not that I've got a problem with politics and Brexit and God, all that malarkey. Supposed to be living in a happy, peaceful, quiet world. I'm not getting into all that malarkey. But no, feel free. I recommend Henrietta Victoria shaving line. Yeah, I'm going to give them a look after this. I know it sounds strange when you turn around to people and say, yeah, I do shave, and they look at you and go, how do you shave? Well, I get hairs up here, silly little hairs and everything else like that. So I take this down to my line and underneath here. And I do have a lot of bad long hairs on the back of my neck, which I get the wife to shave with the old cutthroat. Which I do have to get another one at some point because my other one's getting a bit tatty now. But any questions, feel free to ask. I say I've got quite a lot of reviews coming up soon. I've got a few more beard oils to do from Devilishly Bearded up there, and the moustache wax as well, which is proving very good. I've been using that and giving that a whirl. I've got some more hair product reviews here from Scissor Hands. Pomades and stuff like that, and some clothing line that I'm waiting for turn up as well. But yeah, quite a bit going on. I'm surprised at how busy kind of this has been and how it has gotten, if you know what I mean. It was kind of one of those things that I set up seriously, and it's like, if it works, great. If it doesn't work, nothing ventured, nothing gained in this world, if you know what I mean. And I'm surprised at how well it has actually done. And the amount of views now on my YouTube channel, this one is over 10,150 odd now, and Instagram seems to be going well and doing it for itself. Keep up the good work. I'm trying to keep up the good work. I'm trying to just do the best that I possibly can, you know. A lot of my reviews, you'll notice now, are in my front room as opposed to in here, because when I'm off other half sort of usually out and about and stuff like that, so it's got a bit more space in there, and I can use the dining room table to put my stuff on, whereas here I've got to sort of balance it on my lap and everything. But yeah, I love doing what I'm doing, and sort of there are some amazing products out there. We really do need to get behind them and support them. So many good ones. Literally on that shelf behind me there is not a product that I would not be happy to use. Which is nice considering that there are some real shit ones out there. And bearing in mind, anything that you do buy beard, skin or hair care wise in the UK and Europe, I believe, does have to have a CPSR certificate on it, a cosmetic product safety report, so that it means it's gone through. So always check for that before you buy your stuff, and make sure with your ingredients that's in the products that you're using that there's not chemical based and stuff like that, because last thing you want to do is put it on your skin, face, hair or whatever. You start turning into a zombie, which is never a good look walking down the road. Oh. I'll tell you what, it's been a warm old day out there today, and at least indoors is cool. But any questions, feel free to ask. We've got a comment on the mobile. No. Yeah, it's interesting when you've never done sort of YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, and you kind of set something like this up and you're never really quite sure how it's going to work, and you're sort of like, yeah, how do I do this, how do I do that, and it's going alright. I'm still sort of fumbling about a bit, if you know what I mean, with controls and trying to do this. And with all the photo shoots that I do, I don't get anybody to do that. That's literally me, myself, and the timer on the iPad. I set it up and then Photoshop it and edit it and everything else. And it takes me probably around about half an hour, 3/4 an hour to do a photo, and then upload that, and then try the products before I do the review, usually a couple of days beforehand, write notes out on it, get all the facts right, get in touch with the brands, companies, whoever, to check that it's right, then do the review from it, and then post it up, and then hope people like it, enjoy it and watch it, and the product, or sort of the brands, businesses, companies and individuals kind of enjoy and like what I do, because I do run that risk of being completely honest with all my reviews, that at some point I've had it a few times before where I've put an honest comment on there and they're like, oh, we didn't know you wouldn't like that, we thought you were just going to like it. And it's like, no, surely as a brand you want to know if somebody doesn't like something about it, which to me, if I was creating a product, rather than somebody going, oh, it's fantastic stuff, I'd rather want to know something that's wrong with it so that I can fix it to make it as good as I possibly can do. And I think there are a few brands out there that do just enjoy having smoke rings blown up their backside. I mean, it's like if I get a t-shirt through and I put it through a wash on 3 times to test it and it falls apart, then I'm sorry, but when it comes to the review, I'm going to go, it fell apart. I put it on 3 washes and it fell apart. If I get a beard product through and it's full of chemicals, I'll say, it's full of chemicals, don't buy it. So I am completely unbiased in each and every single review that I do. Can't believe we're nearly halfway through the year now, so we'll be back to Christmas again. The old Christmas reviews. And well, next month, which is in a week or so's time, I am going to be doing another live review, which has got a big giveaway going on in it. There's a couple of brands getting involved with that. And I'm also going to be doing my top beard products, skin products, hair products, clothing products and stuff like that I've kind of reviewed so far this year. So it's going to be my favourite clothing, favourite jewellery, favourite beard products and stuff like that. And plus I'm also in the middle of planning another couple of collaborations and stuff and bits and pieces, because I'm doing another live Halloween event in 4 months time, obviously October the 31st, as the last one was kind of received with a bit of mixed reviews, to be honest, because I didn't quite know how I was going to do it, what I was going to do, and it just kind of flowed a bit, and everyone just kind of like thought it was really funny because they hadn't seen anything like it, and I hadn't seen anything like it because I didn't even know what I was doing. So yeah. Many questions, feel free to ask rather than me just rambling on like an old git watching myself in the screen. looking at the products behind me going, what shall I wear tomorrow? Don't forget with beard products, beard oils, beard balms, beard butters, you can mix and match them. Because you can make some really cool scents. You haven't got to have the same matching beard oil and beard balm. And don't forget, you can buy beard balm and beard oil that has absolutely no scent to it. So if you wear a really nice expensive cologne, aftershave and stuff like that, you haven't got to worry about the smell interfering with it. And yeah, so mix and match vanillas with citruses, vanillas with coffees, watermelon. There's a really good watermelon scent I got up there the other day that I reviewed. That was immense, probably one of the best smelling oils I've ever smelled before. But yeah, I don't know. Anything you guys like to see me do more of? Are you enjoying what I'm doing? Are you not enjoying what I'm doing? Couldn't you care less what I'm doing? I have no idea. But I'm sitting here rambling on like an old man. All my beer combs, got boxes full of the stuff down there and everything. It's good fun though. And it's surprising how many small brands there are out there, to be honest with you. Wherever you're from, whatever country you're from, there are loads of really good things out there. Can't beat coffee. Cannot beat coffee. I was going to start reviewing vape juices, to be honest with you, as well, but there's too many people out there already doing that. To be honest, there's a lot of people out there already doing what I'm doing, but I didn't want to kind of like diversify too much. But yeah, well, how long have I been going for live? Did it say how long I've been going for? I thought it did. I've 30.2 frames per second. I thought it usually had a countdown timer. Obviously not. No, it's probably not even going live at all. I'm probably just sat here chatting to myself. Dun dun dun. So whereabouts are you from, Rich? If you're still there. And Professor Foxtrot, whereabouts are you from? Do you have beards? Do you not have beards? There's a lot of beard snobbery out there. I was watching a channel, just another rant. I was watching a channel the other night where they were critiquing people's facial hairs. It's like, god damn. Carlisle, Lakeland bit. Oh, sorry, Rich. Duh. Yeah, still got yours up here. Wherever they are. Yeah. Lakeland Beard Care. Woody and Sage. Yeah, I was right. It's funny how the unscented one. There you go. You do get unscented ones, and this one was an orange. And no, it was patchouli, grapefruit, and cardamom. So yeah, Lakeland Beard Care. Love the products, man. There are a lot of nice products in the UK. A lot of nice products. A lot of dodgy products. But yeah, there was I was watching a video the other day and sort of like they were critiquing this bloke's beard and it was like, oh, it looks horrible. If he decides to grow a beard, so what? Let him get on with it. Unless it's someone get in touch with you and say, oh, what do you think to my beard? What would you do to change it? What do you think it make it better? It was like they were taking random photos of people with beards and critiquing it, saying, oh, it looks so much better. And this was quite a large brand, which I'm not going to go into details about. We probably know who they are. I hate it. I hate it. I hate beard snobbery. Whether you've got a beard, haven't got a beard, who cares? I don't care whether you haven't got a beard. I don't care whether you have got a beard. If you're happy in life, then that's all it means. Trying the Walrus Chief and Twisted Moustache at the moment, really good. I haven't tried that one, which I think Twisted Joke. I think the Joker one I've tried. Yeah, the two that I've had is the Chevron Fella and the Handlebar Joker from Twisted Moustache. Yeah, they're good ones. One of the first ones I actually reviewed way back when I started over a year or so ago. Still smell exactly the same. It's nice, and people, they do have a shelf life of around about 2 years, give or take, as long as you store them in the right temp. right temperature and right conditions, not in direct sunlight and stuff like that. But yeah. How you getting on with your two new scents? Because you were bringing out, was it a summer one and a winter one? The winter one sounded cool. That's the thing, we need to support small brands. 2 viewers online. Wow. Look at that. Yeah. This time next year, I'll have 4 viewers live. Who cares? People can watch it back if they want to. I do think that we... Just sorting out labels. Cool. I do think we need to... I'm not saying Lakeland Big or any brand in particular or stuff like that. I think we need to start branching out with scents and stuff like that and sort of playing around. I'm not saying that because brands are doing the sort of tried and tested stuff like sandalwood, patchouli, cedarwood and stuff like that, because those are some scents that I really do like. You know, I love my deep woody scents and stuff like that. But it'd just be nice. I believe that each brand should bring out one scent. If you only do one scent, then fair enough. But I think that each brand should try and bring out one scent that is completely out of the box, you know, as opposed to, it's really difficult, and I find it hard when I'm reviewing stuff, that because I've got all these other sort of like brands and stuff in my head when I'm reviewing stuff and go, that smells a bit like that, and that's kind of like virtually exactly the same as that, or that's slightly different and stuff. But nice to just see some really bizarre stuff. I reviewed one for Audacious Beard Company a while back, Zazel or Zazel, named after kind of like the circus performer. That was Turkish Delight scents. I know it was sort of technically a rose scents, but that was really good. Watermelon one that I tried, that was quite a cool one. I know a lot of people don't want that. They just want the sort of tried and tested regular sort of bloke manly sort of scents and stuff like that. But I love this whole... I wonder whether you could have, like, if you're getting a lot of these fruity scents and stuff like that, could you have savoury scents? Because like bacon toasty beard oil, that'd be immense. Or what else could you have? I don't know, roast beef and horseradish scent. No, it'd be horrible, wouldn't it? But yeah, bacon would be good. Bacon and maple syrup. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an old git. But there are, yeah, some really, really good ones out there. And it's interesting, like the really small brands, if you know what I mean, and people making them in their kitchens and stuff like that. Their stuff is just as good, you know. I've found very, very few really out there ones. I've noticed with a lot of American scents, there's a lot of bourbon, whiskey sort of scents and stuff like that, which is kind of quite nice to see. Yeah, it's all manner of... I think there's just something out there for anyone, whatever your taste is, whether you want it unscented, ridiculously knock your head off style, medium, or very subtle. There's loads of stuff out there, mixing and matching your products and everything. But it's good. It's all good. Oh, still 2 viewers. But no... Well, what's the time? I'm going to give it 10 minutes and then I'm going to knock it on the head. So if anyone's got any questions, please feel free to ask. Because I'm here to help. Which, check out What's in My Beard on Etsy. They do ramen noodle. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I'm going to have to get some of that just to see what it is actually like. I'm not sure whether it would be one that I use on a regular basis, but it's interesting enough that I'm going to go out and get some to try it. So if it does smell like that, then I don't know. I'm sure there are people out there that want to smell like ramen noodle, sorry. Yeah, it's bizarre. Very bizarre. I'm trying to think what other scents you could have. You could have No, it'd be hard to do peanut butter and jam or peanut butter. Honey ones are quite nice. I do like the honey scents. I've got a couple of honey balms that I mix with either woody scents. Cinnamon is another one that's good to mix with a honey scent. It kind of gives you sort of like a Christmassy sort of scent. And even to the point of using a small amount of balm, a small amount of butter and a small amount of oil and mixing 3 different scents together. That's something completely different. I have started trying to curl and twist my moustache a little bit, but the thing is, one side is like out here and the other one's not quite as far out, so I just had keep it in a down position, but I still use a bit of the moustache wax just to keep it in check. I always get the comment as well, is like, what's happened to the left hand side of my beard? And it's like, there's nothing happened to it, it's just I've got this grey sort of darker patch that runs down the centre, and in all my pictures that I take and all my videos, even I'm kind of like consciously aware that this side looks a lot bigger and fuller than this side, but actually there's exactly the same amount of hair and exactly the same amount of length. It's just I've got this dark patch that tends to sit over to one side and down the middle on this side, if you can see. So it makes it look like I've got less hair on this side. It's just, in fact, I've got more white hair on this side. And I just cannot wait for the day that this all turns white and I get rid of that skunk stripe down the middle, because it's like an inverted skunk. I've got exactly the same sort of length hair and on both sides, both reaches the same age. It's just, I hate it. Trying to sort of make it look like it's levelled up and everything, even though it is levelled up, but what do I care? I'm too old. I try to avoid mirrors at all costs, which is why, apart from the little one I do my hair in the morning there, that's kind of the only mirror I use. But yeah. What else we got? YouTube 3. What does that mean? 3? 3 people watching? There's something, big 3s just popped up in the middle of the screen. No idea. But I have learned something interesting, that there is a brand of beard oil that do ramen noodle scent. Interesting to know. But no. Any other questions before I finish up, which I will do very soon? Never buy yourself a watch on eBay that looks cool. I bought a watch a while back. Quite a nice looking watch from the picture. It was up close and everything. I thought, yeah, I could do with another one for work because it gets waterlogged and everything else like that, and they don't last particularly long. Went out and bought this watch, saw the blown up picture of it on eBay and was like, yeah, that's quite cool, I'll get that. And bought it, and I can't read it. I cannot read it at all. It is so hard to read. The hands are so small, and with my eyesight, customers at work and people say, oh, what's the time? And I'm like, I'll get my phone out of my pocket and go, it's 1:15, and they look at me like, why did you just look at your watch and didn't, can you not tell the time? Oh, yeah, I can tell the time, I just can't read my watch. Stupid old git. Well, I'm going to end it there. Been going for about half an hour. So I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. I will be doing another live thingy review and everything in a week or so's time, so stay tuned for that one. Lots and lots of stuff in the pipe work and happening, so stay tuned for that. But please keep on looking after each other, keep on taking care of each other, keep on loving each other and helping each other. That's what we need to do as a human race, help each other out. Keep on growing those beards if you are growing beards, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next review, possibly tomorrow or the next date, from Berserker. Have a great evening, guys, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thank you. And I'll need my glasses to see. Finish event. Thank you.